Birds of a feather flock together, which is a very good saying. It's plain and simple. It tells the truth. If a bunch of criminals hang, let me say this right. Let me say this right. If a bunch of cats who commit crimes hang around each other, and then there's one dude that you'll never see committing crimes hanging around them, he's of the like kind. He's of the like kind. He's a criminal also. If a bunch of racists hang around, and there's one guy that you never seen being racist hanging around, he's of the like kind. Because birds of a feather flock together. If you got a bunch of nerds hanging around, and there's one dude who ain't a nerd, he kind of popular, but he's hanging around the nerds. He's really a nerd because they all think alike. They all enjoy the same type of things. A lot of people don't get it. You can tell a person who a person is by the company that they keep. Did you catch that? I hope you did. I watch people by the company they keep, and I judge them by their family. If they hang around, like if you see a family that's always is a bunch of confusion all the time, just nothing but confusion, you gotta really look at it and be like, is he or she one of them? Now, if they're always getting away from it and they want to go somewhere else, they'll never really hang around them. Oh no, no, they don't like that because there are families that just keep up a whole bunch of confusion. If this little lame motherfucker always want to hang around drug dealers, he wants to be a drug dealer. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm telling you the truth. See, I be watching. Cat set up here. Now I ain't in the game no more. I don't really participate. I really find it um detrimental to the community, um harmful to the people that's in it. But I could sit up here and you ain't gotta show me no drugs because I don't be around drugs no more. I'm not a drug dealer. I used to be, but I done gave the game up. I'm retired. But I could tell if you selling drugs without you ever showing me a drug. You could dress down, you could do all kinds of stuff to hide it, but I just pay attention to the company you keep. And little slick words, you be saying stuff and think I don't know. But I read people. That's one of my gifts that God gave me. I read you like a book. I could tell you what you did yesterday and what you ate for breakfast. People don't realize that, you know, your brain needs to eat. And I don't mean just food. Your brain don't eat food, your body does. Your brain eats through studying and intelligence, and you got to feed your brain. Now, what are you feeding your brain? If all you want to do is hang around criminals, you're feeding your brain criminality and you become a criminal. You want to hang around a bunch of fucking bums and losers, your brain absorbs that, and that's what you become, because your brain, even subconsciously, it will just intake all that stuff and feed you that. You start becoming that thing. If you hang around a bunch of dogs, you go to acting like a dog. If you hang around a bunch of racists, you become racist. Subconsciously. You won't even know that you're being racist. Your brain just does it. That's why I like staying by myself most of the time. I get out and mingle every now and then, but I prefer staying by myself and reading books, watch a movie, play a video game. And I like talking to my kids because I try to see where they at. Because if I see them going astray, they going the wrong way, I'm gonna lead them right. And I like looking at their friends. I want to know their friends because birds of a feather flock together. Now I tell you, nah, my kids will tell you, I'll be like, nah, that ain't no person you need to hang around. Get away from them. Now, whether they listen or don't, I did my job in trying to correct it, because they're getting to the point now that they're becoming adults. Now, you got to know which lifestyle, which life you want to live when you become an adult. And I look at the adults and who they hung with. I know who you are. All I got to do is watch who you around. Because the people you around, 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna put on that mask. Most people, they'll wear a mask around certain people. They'll hide who they really is. Then when they're alone with that person, or when that person and their friends get together, then they show their true colors. But they try to hide a lot of the stuff that they know ain't right. They'll try to hide that from their family. But all you gotta do is just watch their friends. They don't want to show you who they is. They won't wear that mask. Just watch their friends. Watch who they hang out with. Birds of a feather flock together. See, I like to play little mind games and act like I don't know shit when I know shit. That'd be one of my things. I act like I don't know. I play dumb. You know, I could get away. I learned when I was young, I could get away with more by letting you know less. So I play dumb. Now, the people who really know me know I ain't dumb. Not even close to it. I'm giving y'all some of my secrets. The people who know me know I'm far from dumb, but I play it. I act like I don't know. And sometimes you'll be talking to me and I act like I ain't listening to shit that you saying or doing. I just stay off somewhere and don't say too many words. But my thing is, I'm absorbing everything you said. Because at that moment, and you're not supposed to do this, but I still do it, I be judging people. I want to see where your intellect at. If I feel like you a goofball, I ain't gonna even tell you I feel like you're a goofball unless you just fucking make me mad. Or if we're real close. If me and you are close and I feel like you family to me or something like that, I tell you you're a goofball. I ain't gonna call you a goofball. I'm gonna tell you whatever the hell you is. Whether you get mad or not. Cause I don't mind breaking friendships. I ain't got no problem with not being your friend. Because I like to be alone anyway. Now if I keep your friendship, because you gotta do the same thing with me. You gotta let me know when I'm slipping, cause I do slip like everybody else. All of us slip. But you want people to be honest around you. And me, I'm not always honest. I could say that. If I go to noticing certain trends that you're doing, I'll just play dumb and just look at you. And when I'm looking at you, that don't mean I'm looking at you with love. Sometimes I be looking at people with pure fucking hatred. Now, if I get in an arguing match with you, and me and you arguing back and forth, 9 times out of 10 it's because I love you. And I see something you doing that's going to be detrimental to your future. So I will argue with you and we'll fall out. We'll get into downright dirty arguments because I love you. If I don't argue with you and I just let everything you say go, just know one thing, my heart is cold towards you. I don't care about you no more. I don't care what happened to you. I don't care what they gonna do to you out there. But I usually give a few warnings. I try to let people know, the ones I love, other people. I just go about my business and act like the world ain't gonna never end. You right. See, a lot of people can't take that when you argue with them. That's how you find out who's true to you. If you argue with somebody and they want to hurt you, they get mad to where they want to hurt you or they don't want to deal with you no more because of an argument, they were never your friend or your loved one to begin with. Because there's a lot of snake people out here. They got certain fathers, and I'm talking about somebody in general right now. They got certain fathers that never was in their kid's life. But if their kids gonna give them money, if they see a way where they could get some money from their kids, Oh, they around. Friendly as a motherfucker. Never gave a damn about them damn kids. Deadbeat dad ass niggas. And you know, kids always love for their parents to spend a little time with them when they get older. Kids love for their parents to actually be around because it's human nature. See, when I used to be around my pops ain't never want nothing from me. He had dementia before he got murdered. So he was a little lost in, you know, dementia. But I would just do little stuff and give him little stuff just to let him know I love him. He wasn't always the greatest dad, but he wasn't the worst either. He always spent time with us. And like I said, he wasn't the worst. Some of the time he spent with us was bad, but he ain't mean no harm. He was raised that way. And I paid attention to the friends that he hung with. It's like my Uncle Mel. I paid attention to the friends he hung with. Birds of a feather flock together. Whoever came up with that saying was a brilliant person because they sat up here and studied animals, creatures, and humans. You see, an ant want to hang with an ant. An ant don't want to hang with a lion. And lions like hanging with lions, but then male lions are extremely jealous. You ain't gonna catch no alpha male hanging with another alpha male. That's one way that the it breaks the birds of a feather flock together thought. Because alpha males, they'll hang with other other males, but they won't. Alpha males clash because they territorial, but they still gonna hang with people that think like them. But by them being an alpha male, they clash with people. You know, kind of like the Tupac and Biggie situation. Both of them was alpha males, so they clashed. Although Biggie wasn't a bigger alpha male than Pac was more of an alpha male than Biggie. But Biggie wanted that spot. But that's neither here nor there. Remember what I told you. Birds of a feather flock together. And alpha males don't kick it with other alpha males. If they do, it's just to come together, to come on an agreement with something, then they go their ways and hang with they underlings. When you see two alpha males hanging with each other, or they coming up with something, they got a whole pot cooking. Birds of a feather flock together.